Hey guys, I'm back. I'm going to show y'all how to apply ink to your printing plate using a brayer. So I have this piece of plastic here so it won't soak into the surface, and I'm going to use this to apply the ink to the brayer. So I'm going to get a little scoop of ink. I'm going to put it on here kind of in a line. Scrape the extra back in there. Then I'm going to coat the brayer with the color that I want. I'm going to pull the same direction, pick up, pull, turn a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right until I cover the whole brayer in an even rain of ink. So let's see, I just want to make sure this whole brayer is covered. So I've got this brayer loaded. You can see there's kind of a texture on it, and when I roll it, you can hear that it sounds sticky. That's when you know you're ready to roll. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over to the side now that my brayer is full. Y'all probably have more space at the brayer stations in class, so you can just put your printing plate over some scrap paper because you don't want to get this all over the table, and you're going to roll it. So I'm just picking up and rolling it, and then I'm going to turn the plate and pick up and roll it this way because this makes sure that there's an even amount of ink over the whole thing if I go each of the directions. And I can press a little bit. So there I have ink all over my printing plate. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down on I'll go ahead and put this down on my inking plate. I don't want to let it set it down on the table. And then I'm going to get my paper that I'm ready to stamp on. I'm going to press it down. Now, if I wanted to, I could turn it diamond shape and I could do it half on and half off the paper. I don't have to do it square. So I'm going to press it. I just have to have the paper under me so I don't get it on the table. I'll pull it up. That printed pretty good. So, and then that part's on the other piece. And then I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to see if I can get one more print out of this before re-inking it. So I'm going to line it up. Yep, that's kind of a ghost print because you can see a lot of texture. So now once it gets to like this, you need to re-ink it. So I'm going to get a little more ink on my brayer. Here, I'm doing it off screen. Let me get on screen. So I'm going to get more ink on my brayer. Try not to knock over because I don't have a lot of room on screen here. Make sure I'm going to get a little bit from the pile up at the top, and then I'm going to roll it out till there's an even amount over the whole brayer. Let's place that over to the side. I'm going to roll this way. Roll that way. Roll this way. Okay, so then I'm going to put this back over on the rolling plate, and then I'm ready for another one. Now, you can do them evenly and all lined up, or you can kind of print them differently. I'm gonna flip the heart to where it's facing the other direction on this print. I'm going to stamp it this way, letting it go half on and half off the page. There we go. That was a good print. That really got it nice and bright, got all the color on there. And then I'm going to do one more that's half on and half off the page over here. This is why you want some paper underneath you so you don't make a mess. Peel that up. And there I have a good rhythm kind of printed on my paper. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, doesn't have to be square and lined up, but you have a good pattern filling the back of the page. Now, if you want to switch colors, if you Mod Podge this really well, you can wipe it with a wet paper towel and you can swap colors. I did not Mod Podge the back. You can see this part is shiny and then this part is not. I might Mod Podge the back so it doesn't get soggy when I wipe it down with a wet paper towel. So you can wipe it down with a wet paper towel and change colors. That's it for today. Go ahead and fill your papers with your stamp, get your plate, and fill your print with whatever color you have. And I look forward to seeing your work.